ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's episode of Majin Starcraft, and we're on Metalopolis with the Terran and GraceProS in the red trunks and the Zerg GraceProS in the blue trunks. Metalopolis positions are 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, so very short rush distance. We'll see who manages to get the win. Before we actually get on the way, because you know what's coming. Terran's gonna build a supply depot, GraceProS probably a spawning pool, but we'll see. I'll interrupt any kind of announcements if there's something to be had. Production tab is in the corner, so you can see that. Okay, first off, the subscribe button is now on the replay bar. That's right, all you have to do is click the replay bar right here and you automatically get sent to the subscribe page. No longer adding the subscribe button all over my video, just simply listening to a suggestion that somebody made. I thought it was really good, and I thought it was really well thought up. And yeah, it's annoying to want to pause your video by clicking the video and instead getting sent to a subscribe page. Oh, now I gotta reload the entire video. So yeah, putting the subscribe button right here, you can clearly see it, and that is for your benefit. On that note, feel free to give me any kind of advice. Feel free to leave in the comment sections below any kind of comments regarding what should be done to improve my cast. And yes, GraceProS is actually going for an early expansion, and here comes the scout for GraceProS. Now this is very important. GraceProS has discovered where LiquidHayprO is, so he knows two things: short rush distance, and that GraceProS has gone a full-on very fast expansion. GraceProS is going for double racks, so early pressure from the Terran may very well come into play very soon, and I do not think GraceProS might have the forces to deal with it. It's gonna be really close if GraceProS manages to defend this, and he very well might with spine crawlers there. That spawning pool, getting down the spawning pool. Will we see spine crawlers? Spine crawlers do require the spawning pool, so it's gonna come down to when GraceProS actually manages to attack. First Marine on the way, orbital command on the way, and second barracks almost complete. Will the drone does not manage to kill the SCV. God, you can barely see the SCV. And second racks on the way. Now Marines will start coming out. As you can see, there is no gas for GraceProS, so gonna have a lot of Marines coming out here. Expansion is almost done. Spawning pool is almost done. So we'll see if right now, poor GraceProS is stuck defending his position from Marines with only drones, but GraceProS is not moving out, which is very strange. Whoa, what's this? What's this? A lot of SCVs getting pulled off the line. So this is going to be, what is he doing? What is he doing? Yes, he's moving out with the SCVs, with a couple of Marines. He's going to try and move in there. However, the spawning pool is done. That means the Zergling's on the way. He's waited too long. I don't know if he'll have enough. It's gonna be really close. There's a spine crawler. Here come drones for the defense, and here comes the fight. No, GraceProS deciding to back out of there. He has seen the spine crawler. He knows that there's nothing he can do, so the SCVs are gonna go back. Mine time delayed for GraceProS. Big disadvantage there. Lot of Zerglings being pumped out because of the Queen. Zerglings are here to deal with the Marine problem. Here are a couple of... Here's an SCV laying down a bunker. The Queen is trying to stay out of there, moving in the spine crawler for range. Now the Marines need to keep that spine crawler at bay. Here come drones, Zerglings, and Queens. Once this spine crawler comes into the ground, the position will be defended. The bunker is soon going to get built. However, it will outrange the bunker. The spine crawler will outrange the bunker. The SCV is dead, and he needs to cancel this. Very nice. Very nice moment actually, Cat. You saw the welding spark right there. Oh god, a very early action from these two. Now GraceProS is still pumping out Marines, no such luck, still not getting the gas, so he is going full on Marine against Zerglings. And let's see, production tab says, do we have any kind of other tech buildings for the Zerg? No, we do not. We have a couple of creep tumors, and now it's Ling versus Marines, and Marines aren't that good against Lings if they get surrounded. However, Lings do not have speed, so Marines can micro properly and get away. However, these are a lot of Lings, and the Marines are just falling one by one. See, 1, 2, 3. And 2 more Lings dead, another Marine, 2 more Marines, 2 more Lings, 2 more Lings on the way, 2 more Marines here for the reinforcements. And now GraceProS is actually backed off inside his base. He does not have the forces to advance. There is a spine crawler here. Production tab says 12 Lings on the way, gas on the way for GraceProS, and GraceProS securing his own expansion. So breaking the game. Okay, we've talked about the subscribe button and you guys giving me advice. Secondly, I actually wanted to spend the day casting, But tonight at 3 a.m. my time, the Royal Rumble is on, and I'm gonna watch it live. So I spend most of the day in bed, recording Majin Dead Space, editing it a little bit because I removed all the loading screens. I've also really edited the Majin Legends play, and GraceProS is moving out his barracks here. If you're wondering why, this is trying to secure a wall in here. Will he land? Yes, landing. So now all the Zerglings are gonna go get funneled through here. However, Zerglings might do a run by, right? Might do a run by here. Probably gonna lose 3 or 4 if decides to do so, but that is not the case. Speedlings on the way. As you can see, speed is finally on the way. Second orbital command here, mule secure. So if we look at the income, Grace is ahead. So Grace is ahead, securing now a factory. So very nice game so far. Nobody really ahead in my opinion. Newness lost tab, 50 minerals difference. So it's gonna be really close. Baneling nest for a baneling bust. Where's the baneling nest? Very nice. See, this is the mark of necessarily a good thinking. Not a good player, but good thinking. Putting your tech buildings a little bit to the side, making sure that a scan on the main base will not spot it, and you know, trying to surprise your opponent with new units. Anyway, getting back to the Royal Rumble, here's a little 2 supply depots to secure the wall in. Anyway, I'm gonna watch the Royal Rumble, so I decided to not really cast. I'm gonna cast this one game because it's really good, or at least I hope it's good, and so far it hasn't disappointed. Here come the banelings, and soon we're gonna have that little encounter with the banelings and the speedlings, and we're gonna see if GraceProS manages to defend against that. We have a lot of marines here. Do we have a tanks? Tanks on the way. Siege tech not on the way. Ground weapons level 1, securing a starport, and there's a scan that does not spot the baneling nest. Interesting that the banelings have webs. I mean, webs. And also the baneling nest is weird. This floating arm above it, just like wants to pick up banelings from the ground. And here comes the encounter that we've been waiting for. The Zerglings, and here come the banelings. The engineering bay gonna get blown up. Yes, the engineering bay gets blown up. Barracks on fire. Supply depot on fire. This could be huge. SCVs need to come and repair this, and that means that the ground weapons level 1 is delayed indefinitely at the moment until another engineering bay is on the way. There it is on the way, and here comes the bunker that also fell in that attack. More marines and tanks are here. Siege tech is done, almost done. When siege tech will be complete, that will be huge. Viking on the map. Vikings will not do so much as to try and pick off stray overlords. That is what Vikings are for at this point in the game. Banelings on the way, producing more banelings, and now securing an in-base hatchery. So HayPro is actually looking to overrun Grace at this point. Overrun Grace. And a lot of SCVs here on the repairing everything is making sure all the barracks are producing. These 2, this one, and a 4th barracks on the way. Siege tanks here. Maybe should actually try and put the siege tanks in this position to try and shoot the banelings before they reach the buildings. Not only that, but putting your tanks, this is a great position for the siege tanks right here. As long as your opponent doesn't have Muras, and since layer tech is nowhere near on the way, you can use this position to bombard. Right over here, you can also put a tank down here. Just make sure that when you shell, you don't shell your own buildings. And these are a lot of lings. How many lings are on the map? 63 lings, that's right, and 19 banelings. 19, and here come the banelings to blow up something again. And here's the engineering bay. Engineering bay probably same time on the upgrade. Engineering bay falls, bunker falls, and here they come. Here come the lings. Lings just swarming in there. For the swarm, making my computer lag. Marines shooting like hell. Tanks shooting like hell. Sadly, tanks doing damage to themselves. And GraceProS has managed to survive that hit. However, if we look into the units lost tab, HayPro is gaining a lead. If you're wondering why, well, that's fairly simple, and one simple explanation. Lings are cheap, and there are lots of them, and so is the baneling upgrade. No baneling speed as of yet. Centrifugal hooks might come into play, but right now HayPro doesn't need him. He's done very well so far, moving the barracks back inside the base at fear of losing his production buildings. Here comes the Viking to try and scout, but nope. Queen chases it away, doesn't know. Layer tech is finally on the way and almost done actually. So once this comes up, we might see a transition into one of the most dangerous and double Evo chamber. Double Evo chamber, that means double evolution. into a transition in one of the most dangerous Zerg play, which is Ling Muta. Ling Muta can pretty much counter anything. HayPro also securing a third way up here, way out of position, and very nice from GracePro. I was actually gonna say that he's trying to scout it, but not so much. He does have still 2 scouts on the map, and he's probably gonna move around to try and find those positions again. Now, if we look at the units tab, Grace is actually trying to attack here with 20 Marines. Now, however, look at the number of these Zerglings. How many Zerglings? 46 Zerglings. 46 Zerglings versus 4 tanks and 25 Marines. I have to say that if the Terran doesn't have a good position, he's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Production tab says, what do you know? Centrifugal hooks. Faster banelings, that's exactly what we needed. Ground weapons level 1, ground armor level 1, carapace, and melee attacks. So lings will be stronger and harder to destroy. The engineering bay, is it somewhere? No, I do not see it. There's no engineering bay. So GracePro is still on 1-1. And a lot of tanks, so now he's probably gonna try, and there we go, tank sieging up. Come on, tank sieging up, and now these tanks will siege up. Very nice. This is how the Terran turtle moves out with siege tanks. 2 tanks siege up, the others move forward and siege. Then the next ones, and then the next one, and so far and so forth. And now these tanks are actually in range of the hatchery. Yes, they are in range of the hatchery. And here come the lings trying to snipe off a couple of Zerglings. Here come all the lings and all the banelings. And the tanks are really in danger to get shot off. And 1 tank dies, 2 tank dies. And here come the banelings. Banelings actually not doing that much damage. Not doing that much damage. A lot of Marines. Whoa, there it is. There it is. There's the GG. There's the GG. Very fast. Despite the fact that if we look at the units lost tab, HayPro was behind. Well, HayPro was behind, but on the other hand, he based himself on Mutaling, and sadly he did not get any spy. Was a spire even on the way? No, he did not get any air units in time or transition into anything else. And GracePro just dominated a position and used his position advantage right here to really shell everything. Tanks gave a huge hit against the banelings, and as you can see, centrifugal hooks were so close, and this could have been even the decisive factor. If banelings would have actually had speed and ran inside the tanks, it would have been over. However, in this position, GraceProS would have stimmed, taken out the expansion, taken out a lot of drones, and cost HayPro the match. So anyway, so he GG'd at the amount of time without wasting time. So thank you guys for watching. You have a subscribe button right here. I ask you to click it if you want. If you don't, that's okay. Leave comments in the comment section below telling me how to improve my casts, or other comments. Please try to leave out comments that just say, you fuck. That's just your opinion, and I really don't care. I don't care if somebody says you fuck or you're great, as long as it is factual. If somebody says you suck and then gives me an honest opinion about why I suck and reasons for it, okay, I understand. If somebody says you're good for some other reasons, okay. But if you just you suck, you're a troll. You're nothing more than a troll. If you don't like the video, go away. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe.